Hey, how are we doing? It's 6:30 on a Sunday, and so we are of course live. Great to see you all in, and I hope you're all doing really well. We've got quite a quick show for you tonight, or it should be a quick show. We'll see how we go with it, but I've got three little tiny boxes to open, the smallest of which is only this big. So there's a couple more that are a little bit bigger, but we've got three little boxes to open tonight. There are no viewers guitars. I have had a few in, but I haven't had the opportunity. We've been very fortunate to go and have a visit today for some socially distanced lunch. So we haven't been around today, so it's been pretty wet down here, and yeah, I didn't get wet because we were under cover, but we've had a lovely day out, and I've got myself a little alcohol-free beer, as always. In fact, as I had my vaccine last Wednesday, I actually stopped drinking last Saturday, not this Saturday just gone, but no, in fact 2 Saturdays ago. It's so it'll be 2 weeks yesterday. So yeah, still on the alcohol free, and it's very unusual for me, but there we go. So I'm gonna have a little look and see who's in tonight, and we'll get on with the show. Let's have a quick see. So we want to go over to chat cam. There we go, with our big bad wolf and our three little boxes, and let's see who we have. We have got, working from bottom to top, we've got Yetimatsi Nightcat, William De Silva, Buddy Trevor Locke, Terry Tickler, Tall Thin Kev, Sean Hockey, Richard Green, Rax Effects, Quentin, cheers man, MTL Music Therapy Laz, Mayhem, John ZD351, Janice Lala, Jake Lee Guitar, Hugh Caldwell, the Great Vanzini, the Big G, Gary himself. We've got the Fret Hustler, Dunsies in as well, Dave Lewis, my buddy, CJ, my buddy, CGS, whoever that is, the Budget Guitar Show, Hey Johnny, Brad Guitar Miller, the Ben Coombs, and BC Rich 581. Which is awesome, guys, really awesome. Let me pop over to the correct screen. So yeah, we're gonna have a little bit of fun. I'm just gonna have a quick look at some of your comments. Oh look, I can see Dan from Scott's Guitars there as well. Something in the post on its way to you, brother. So looking back just a little way, because otherwise I get caught up with these, I'm going to say hello to the Fret Hustler. CGS, good morning from Alberta, Canada. Wow, well, good morning to you, my friend. Hugh Caldwell, hey man. Hey, how you doing? Awesome. Brad Miller, Brad Guitar Miller, I should say. Hey brother, good to see you. Jake Lee says, hey Mike, CGS and everyone. Cool setup video this week, Mike. I'm definitely going to give those legacy strings a go. Still happy with them? Yes, brother, I most certainly am. Really happy with them. They're amazing, actually. And what I didn't realise until, let me see, who told me? I can't remember. My mind at the moment, brain freeze. But they were the ones that were on the Scott guitar. So I've been playing them for some time. In fact, I probably should have changed the strings on Dan's guitar before it went back. Yeah, it's gone back, guys. It has. I cannot justify A, I can't justify the price that he deserves for it, and B, I'm not gonna take him up on the ridiculous price he offered me, because it was just literally the cost of the materials, and I could not do that to him. He's worked so hard on that guitar, and it is a beauty. But I had to be realistic in these times. I just am not able to afford it. But anyway, going back to my point, that had the legacy strings on it, and they were beautiful. And actually the JD guitar, which is just over there, J&D guitar, has got a set of 9 to 46s on it that you saw me put on Tuesday. I started making a video on Friday, but it just didn't work out, and I wasn't happy with the finished result, and so I went back and did one of my 42 Gear Street demos of a Maybach guitar instead. But I was recording a session on the J&D guitar for you on Friday, and that will be coming really, really soon, and you'll be able to hear those legacy strings for yourselves. So yeah, really, really loving them. Thank you, Jake. Scott Guitars says, good evening, mate. Well, good evening, mate, to you as well. Great to see you in, brother. Thank you. Terry Tickler, hey, y'all. Hey, y'all. Good to see you. If you want to send me a message, by the way, folks, just remember to stick CGS or at CGS at the start. There's a few no alcohol ones that are pretty good. Great Vanzini saying, yes, absolutely. Yeah, there's good reason, for health reasons, that I'm actually off it for the moment. So yeah, I think I've mentioned to a couple of you in email responses, I've been having some strange issues with my speech. I've been slurring my speech, and I put it down to having way too much Jack Daniels, but it's still there since I've been off for a couple of weeks, and so we're getting it looked into. I've had some blood tests and the like, and actually went and got the results of those on Thursday, and there is a little reason for concern, just a small reason for concern, but I'll update you as soon as I know anything. But that's why I'm drinking the alcohol-free beer. This is actually alcohol-free Doom Bar, would you believe? And my wife has been brilliant. She's been buying all sorts of the alcohol-free beers because, well, actually she likes a drink, and she has given up with me as well. But I think this might be, dare I say, this might be a new lifestyle change. But, you know, I'm really happy with the alcohol-free. So cheers to you guys. Anyway, going back to your comments. Pete Brown says, CGS, dude! Great to see you, man. Really great to see you. Let me see. I'm looking for more CGSs. There are some there. Rax Effects, what's the official price of that telly? Which telly? Are we talking Harley Benton or are we talking Glary? Be really interesting to know. Or are you talking Scott Guitars telly? In which case, I'm absolutely certain that Dan will let you know. Pete Brown says, good evening, good afternoon from Chicago. Good evening, good afternoon to you in Chicago, my good friend Pete. Lovely to see you in. Budget Guitar Show's got a Bira Moretti on the go. Good for you, man. Enjoy that. Enjoy, my friend. Music Therapy Laz says, milk at CGS. I have the studio going into the car by Bluetooth. So funny, get me into trouble. Okay, like it, man, like it. So you're out in the car, are you? Wow, okie dokie. Tony Smith, hey man, he says, Mike, do you do your own guitar repairs if you have any problems with the electrics, etc.? The simple answer to that, brother, is yes, I do. There's very little that I won't attempt on guitar repairs or guitar modification. I've been doing it pretty much, I would say, as I started at 14, by the age of 16, 17, I was already doing mods on guitars and fiddling about, doing my own setups and all that good stuff. I had some good people show me how to do a lot of stuff. But yeah, I do all my own stuff. Let me see, we've got John ZD351 saying, hope it all works out well, Mike. Important to look after your health. Best wishes to you. Well, thank you, brother. And the very best of wishes to you as well, my friend. Yeah, it's a bit of a worry with when your speech starts to go funny. So maybe something to do with liver function. We will see, my friend, we will see. Guinness Guinness 780. Well, there you go, there's a temptation. Hello, buddy. Well, hello to you as well, Guinness 780. Good to see you. Trevor Locke says, I drink extra virgin olive oil before bed and before breakfast. It's very good for a lot of health issues. Just a couple of PF tablespoons. Wow, okay. I think you're serious there, man. I think you're serious. Bit of virgin olive oil. Maybe it cleans you through, man. Who knows? CGS says, shame they don't do hobgoblin as non-alcoholic. I'd buy a shipload of it. I'm with you on that, man. I love a bit of hobgoblin. Grumpy Mike, howdy, howdy, howdy. Good to see you, brother. Lovely to see you as always. Dave Lewis says, keep your chin up, man. Mate, it'll take an awful lot more than that to bring me down, brother. You know that. You know the way I am. Always PMA, positive mental attitude and a good outlook. And that will always pay dividends in anything you do. So, yeah, I'm all good. I won't worry. Even if there is something to worry about, you can't change a lot by worrying. So what you do is you just face up to these things. But I'm keeping my fingers crossed that I haven't done any permanent damage to my liver, which is causing perhaps some non-clean blood going through my system, which might be affecting my speech. We don't know. We'll find out. But we'll cross the bridge when we come to it, brother. But thank you for that. Really appreciate that, mate. Really do. Let me see. That was one from the Fat Philosopher there. Best way to remove steel wool shavings from a pickup. Really, really simple. Do not get them on there in the first place. Yeah, absolutely. If you're going to do any work with steel wool, the very, very first thing you do is tape off your pickups. If you get steel wool actually poking into the magnets or going down underneath the pickups, you've got to take those pickups out and you've got to clean the tops and the bottoms of them. Much, much, much better and safer to not get it on there in the first place, dude, if you can. Okay. Hey there, CGS, Roadies Jam Cave. Hey, Roadies Jam Cave. I like your avatar, mate. Peace, love and understanding to you as well, brother. Looking at that, looks like a peace sign on there, which is cool. Trevor Locke says, yeah, very serious. Extra virgin olive oil is really good. Check it out. I'll take you up on that, mate. Definitely. Thank you. Tony Smith says, Mike, what do you think of people who collect guitars for an investment or just because they like the look of them but don't actually play them? Well, you know, guitars are there to be played, guys, and I'm not going to take issue with anybody or knock anybody for buying guitars because they are beautiful to hang on the wall. Each to their own, I would say. It does seem a shame, though, if they're really good players, because ideally those should be in the hands of players. But yeah, absolutely, I'm not gonna knock anybody, especially in terms of those that buy them because of the aesthetic of the guitars and they like the look of them. Perhaps as an investment, yeah, I can kind of get that that's a little frustrating, especially if they are big guitars like, say, the Clapton Blackie, or, you know, one of the things I'm so pleased about is that Kurt Hammett has got Greenie Moore, because it still gets played and by a guitar player. So yeah, it'd be much better to see those guitars in the hands of players, but you know, a lot of people invest in a lot of things, and I guess you could look at it the other way. If people are investing in guitars rather than gold or silver or something like that, then it's going to help maybe keep the prices at a reasonable sort of level, because those sort of investments, yeah, I don't know. You tell me. Okay, but I don't mind them. I'm not going to knock them, that's for sure. That is for sure. Budget Guitar Show, you have liver function tests regularly because of health issues. You've got injections every week for arthritis. Man, oh, I'm so sorry to hear that, dude. Kidney and blood every 4 weeks. Wow, gee. Yeah, I've got to have another one in 6 weeks, mate. But yeah, I do feel for you on that. I hope that that's all going okay for you, brother. And I hope that your liver's functioning really well, really, really well. Tall Thing Kev says, I had a blood test because of liver problems, had a scan thing and was told a little fatty, by which asked, what? Your liver is good, 9 out of 10. There you go, bro. Excellent, really pleased. And I'm absolutely sure that all these health issues are just probably synonymous with the fact that I'm going to be 50 this year, believe it or not. Yeah, absolutely, the big 50 coming up. So I guess age has got a bit of a factor in it, yeah. Fat Philosopher says, it wasn't me, the idiot who sent me the guitar did it. Oh, mate. Yeah, that is really frustrating. So, yeah, the only way really to get stuff like wire wall and iron filings are the worst. If you do any fretwork up around the top frets, please make sure to tape off your pickups, because getting little tiny bits of iron filings in it, they're almost impossible to get out. You can't even use a magnet because you could degauss the pickup. So, well, actually you really need a rare earth magnet to gauss or degauss a pickup, but I wouldn't recommend using a magnet. It's just gonna be that terrible, terrible job of slowly picking each bit off by hand. You know, take the pickups out, use a brush, try and brush it off and flick those pieces off, but you're gonna have to take them out. I really fear you're going to have to take them out, brother. Well, let's see what else we've got before we start unboxing stuff tonight. Grumpy Mike, welcome to the club. I guess that's the 50 club. Yeah, man. You know what? It beats the alternative, brother. And Fat Philosopher says you don't look a day over 49. Well, thank you so much. That's really kind. Yeah, I don't actually feel a day over 49, although actually I'm about halfway, I think. No, I'm further than halfway. I'm going to be 50 really soon. So, hey, I don't mind it. I really don't mind it. I'm not going to be 50 before the British Boutique Guitar Festival, though. So we've got that coming back up, and I'm going to do a little show with Lewis soon just to talk about what we've got going on with that, because I'm really hoping that this is going to be a successful event. Because of social distancing and because of the whole COVID thing, we've decided to go the kind of 42 Gear Street route with it now, rather than having it open to the public. And one of the issues that we have is that the venue, I think I've mentioned the venue before, I've been fighting for the venue to stay open, but it's actually currently in use as a COVID vaccination centre. So we haven't got our venue. So we're thinking of doing it that way. And I may be in touch with a few of you in the UK very soon. Watch this space. Let me go back and find these comments, and then we'll do some unboxings. Gary says, strange things happen to your body after 50. Trust me. Love it, man. I'm sure, absolutely. Tony Smith, Mike, do you make much money when selling your guitar secondhand? Because I find it difficult to break even on the secondhand market. Simply put, mate, I've only ever sold one guitar, and that was a Les Paul Studio. And that was going back... Wow, that's got to be 20 plus years ago. I don't sell stuff. I literally, I've pretty much kept everything I've ever bought. I can't part with stuff. I must be a hoarder, but there you go. So I can't really answer your question, brother. Pete Brown, welcome to the 50 plus club. Love it. The biggest issue isn't age, it's weight, BMI, and sedentary stroke active lifestyle. Yeah, I totally agree with you, man. Absolutely. So I'm still going out on the bike, especially when the weather's better than it has been today. And I try and get out on my bike for at least 7 to 10 miles a day. And of course, lifestyle is a big part of it. I have definitely caned the JD and the red wine for way too long. And so, yeah, I also think that actually in the last couple of weeks, since I haven't been drinking, I've dropped a few pounds, and that isn't surprising when you think how much I was sort of putting away. And so I think that's probably helped. But yeah, I think you're right, cardiovascular fitness, and also I think at our age, or my age, I should probably be doing a little bit more in the way of weights as well, rather than so much cardio, because that's supposed to be really good for us at slightly aging in years. So yeah, I'm absolutely 100% with you on that, brother. You've got to look after yourself, definitely. Fat Philosopher says, I will probably trash the pickup and put new ones in. Well, that's another option, man, definitely. Sassy Cat, I will indeed take care of my health, brother. Fat Philosopher's going to be 49 in June. Well, a big happy birthday to you. Ray Pryke says, cheers for 50. Had that long ago. Wow. Excellent. Well, good for you, man. Absolutely. People always ask me, do I mind getting older? And my response is always, well, it definitely beats the alternative. Trevor Locke says, can't remember how many guitars I've sold. Well, there you go, man. You've sold quite a few then. Obviously, you do a bit of a guitar turnover, hey? Sassy Cat is going to be 59. Wow. Goodness. Janice is going to be 69 in October. Wow. You definitely had... you definitely didn't have an uphill paper round, did you, Janice? You look great for your age. So, cheers. Okay, let's. Oh, I've got one more. Budget Guitar Show says, I'm 41 and you're healthier than me. Mind you, you weren't a punk. Love it. Shall we get on with this unboxing? Let's do this unboxing. So these are all from the same place. How are we doing for time and how many we got in? Let's have a quick look at that, as we always do. We have currently got 55 of you watching, 30 likes. That's cool. Thanks, guys. Really appreciate that. I'm not going to ask you to go up to 35 likes because I know full well that you're going to get there anyway. So, yeah, okay. Brilliant stuff. Let me quickly switch out of that. Oh, somebody, Hugh Caldwell is 50 in 2 weeks. Happy birthday, brother. I hope you have a really good one. Are you planning anything? Can you plan anything at the moment? Or is it going to be kind of a semi-lockdown type birthday? I haven't made any plans yet. Pete Brown's going to be 53 this year. Fat Philosopher 69, dude. Ray Pryke 71. Wow, guys. Quentin's first birthday card was a cave painting. Love it. Yeah, James says, get on with it. Open the box. What are you rabbiting about? All right, mate. Let's do that. Let's get on and why don't we open this little box first. Let's open this one because I've been really looking forward to opening these. This one actually was already slightly open. They came in a big, I think it was an Amazon box. Now, I haven't bought these. I think I'm meant to tell you so I don't get done by the YouTube police. I'm meant to tell you that I have been sent these, and they are from Sonic Cake, which we have done stuff for before. So this first one is a Sonic Cake Ambience. Now let's have a look. I'm really impressed with this actually. I noticed that the Dan Electros had these little protectors in there when I unboxed those pedals a while back. So there we go. There is the Sonic Ambience. Let me see if I can give you a closer picture of that or view of that on, oh, hello. There we go. So that's the first one. Now, it was very strange actually, because I wasn't sure that it was actually Sonic Cake getting in touch with me, because one of the guys from there sent me an email via Hotmail, and I've always dealt straight with Sonicake emails. Let me just tell you that they come with a 3M strip to stick on the back so that they're ready for your pedal board. They also come with the Sonicake instructions, the little tiny instruction booklet, and I do love their tagline: Sonicake, taste it. I'm not about to taste it, and it says here, thank you for supporting our dream. Isn't that nice? So yeah, we're gonna try these out pretty soon. So anyway, as I was telling you, they emailed me from a Hotmail account. So yeah, we'll be testing out this little pedal really soon. And so I actually messaged my original contact at Sonicake, because I don't know if you remember or whether you were around at that time, but I did all of them. I did the Twiggy Blues, I did the Black Hammer, and I did the Rock Stage. And yeah, so the next one, I'm tempted to have a quick look on what you thought about that first pedal first. So what do you think, guys? Do I do decent pedal reviews, or do I really mess it up? Loving the fact we're all old. So am I, mate. Absolutely, Trevor. That's really cool. I think like minds club together, so that's really good. The Donners have those too, right? Okay, man. Dennis Pointer, hey man, good to see you. Have I ever tried the Spark? Do you know what? I haven't. I didn't get involved in all of that. There's a reason, but I'm not a kiss and tell type of guy. But there was a reason I didn't get involved with the Spark, and I've really rather not go into why I didn't do that. But I haven't tried it. I've seen lots of good things about it. I've seen lots of good videos about it, and a lot of my buddies have got them. So, you know, Steve from Boston did it, and they look good. They look good. Might be some issues with delivery. I'm not going to say any more than that. Tony says, Mike, what do you think to mediocre guitarists spending thousands on the guitar? On the flip side, what do you think of great players never bothering to upgrade from what we consider budget? I've got no problem with either of those things. Number one, you can buy whatever guitar you like, because if you've got the money and you love the guitar, why not buy what you really want to buy? And also, guitarists that play knackered old budget guitars when they're awesome guitar players, they just prove the point that you don't need an expensive guitar to be a great guitar player. So I have no issue with that at all, man. Absolutely none. Budget guitar shows, looking at Sonicake stuff. Excellent. Okay, I think I'm down at the bottom there. I think I've caught up with you guys. So you're happy for me to do some pedal reviews, guys? Yeah? Dave Lewis keeps retracting messages. I just saw him say, Mike, message retracted. Mike, message retracted. What's going on there, man? Okay, right. Let's open. I've got a long one. Let me show you. There we go. I've got another long one. And actually, it's amazing because I didn't realise that they did another couple of these longer multi-use pedals. And yeah, I'm actually really looking forward to doing these. I've always really enjoyed the Sonicake stuff. I've found that the Twiggy Blues did sound at least as good as a Dumble. The Spark is good, says James. Let me go over to there. I got mine eventually, took about 2 months. Man. LM at Tony Smith feel guilty regarding this question. Don't know why, man. Ben's back. Mike has a long one. Thank you, Quentin. Budget Guitar Show says CGS, yes, review some. I did. Excellent. Trevor Lock, yeah, pedal reviews sound good. Okay, awesome. CGS, absolutely. That's Sean says absolutely. Review more pedals. Okay guys, well, you've got some treats coming up. You've definitely got some treats. So this next one, I don't know which one this is. Let's have a look. Oh man, I can't tell from the packaging which one this is. Oh, right, okay, yeah. Now this is going to be interesting. I do know which one this is because it's got a little sticker on the front. Now, I thought I had done all of their long pedals, and I thought that that these were quite fascinating. Now, you might like this, you might not like this, but as you probably know, I also play the bass on all my demos. And this, let me show you the inside of this, comes with a power adapter and obviously the same little cards, but this one is called Boom Avenue, and this, which I'm going to give you a little bit closer look at, is a bass effects pedal multi-effect. So really looking forward to seeing what this one sounds like. And look, this one has an XLR out on the bottom of it, and what's more, it's also got on the top, it's got, let me go back to this camera, it's got an effects loop in and return. Oh sorry, that's the out and that's the return. That's the input from the bass and the output to whatever amp you're going to use. But yeah, using this in the studio, I'm thinking that this could be a really, really nice addition to the bass tones. So it's got a boost compressor, it's got a fuzz, which I occasionally use on bass, but not very often. But it's also got a preamp and an octaver. So really interested to see what that sounds like. And actually, I may try this as well on the acoustic guitar. Not the fuzz, obviously, but the idea of using the preamp and the boost compression is definitely quite appealing on the acoustic guitar as well. So that's the second one. Let me see what you've got to say about that. The fact that I'm going to do a bass pedal. Let me see. Oh, L&M guitars, because you're one of the mediocre players with $1,000 plus or €1,000 plus guitar, never apologise for that, man. If you can afford it, you enjoy it, mate. You've earned it, you spend it, you do what you want with it, and you should never feel guilty about having a nice guitar. Good for you. CJ says, I give up with pedals nowadays and have an amp that's perfect for me. Play out of that has presets and pedals stored in it. Yeah, absolutely. You know what? I spend most of my time playing the Boss Katana, or even, actually, I've been meaning to make more videos about the modeling software from, oh, let me pop that down, out the way. Well, several modelers, to be perfectly honest, because since I did that review, excuse me, I have been approached by loads more to do lots of software reviews, and I don't usually do that either. So I'm a little bit out of my comfort zone, but I certainly will. Amplitude 5, I really enjoyed, and we did the slash tones. Somebody, I think it was the Big G, I think Gary asked me if I would do the dime bag tones, and you know, the dime bag tones on it are really nice, particularly the clean tone, but we'll get to that. We will definitely get to that. So let me dive over, and I've got one more long one, Quentin, another long one, so we will dive into that as well. I'm just going to have a quick look at your comments, make sure I'm not missing anything vital or urgent. Tony Smith says, Mike, are there any modern guitarists that have emerged in the last 20 years, say, that have really impressed you? Wow. Well, I did make a video a little while back about John Mayer, and is he the last ever guitar hero? It's worth a watch. If you get a chance, go and watch that. But he's definitely one that's impressed me. There are so many guitar players coming out all the time that impress me, and I've been really fortunate going to stuff like Gear Street in Germany and meeting up with guys like Sam Bell and Jack Gardner and John Brown. You know, some of these guys that are out there on the internet these days, on YouTube. It was quite, you know, daunting getting into studios and playing alongside these guys, and they really are very, very impressive technicians. So yeah, there's a lot of players out there, particularly online at the moment, that are really impressing me. So good question, thank you. Let's have a look. I've got another comment there. Yes, 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 bass pedal would be ace. Really pleased that you're happy with that, Terry. That's cool. Excellent. Trevor Locke had a Roland GR55 guitar synth, sold it as you spent way too much time tweaking the parameters. Yeah, that's the thing. I really am a plug into the amp kind of guy. Big G, can't wait. Awesome. Grumpy Mike says, I hate to admit it, but I spend more time playing on my Katana or Spark than I do my tube amps. I love the Katana. I really do. I'm exactly the same. I've been plugging into that all the time. CJ says, mine's a Marshall Code 50. People give it grief as sometimes they feel they don't use the modeling properly, but it just works fine for me, and the Edwards sounds amazing through it. Awesome, man. I hope you're enjoying that green, beautiful green Edwards. That was absolutely lovely. Right. Let's slit open this last box, because this, I believe, is the very, very last of these long multi-effects pedals that Sonic 8 do. And I'm really pleased. I was delighted that they got back in touch with me to do these, because I really enjoyed the first three. So this last one is called the Sonic Wood, and this one is for the acoustic guitar. So let's open this up. Oh, if I can. I haven't got any nails at the moment, just trimmed my nails the other day. There we go. Not difficult to get into, to be perfectly honest. Right, and again, more of the gel packs to keep these things nice and dry and keep the moisture out. And there it is, they look great. There's these, that come also with the main supply. Let me throw that down gently, and there we go. This one is the Sonic 8 Sonic Wood, and let me give you a closer view of that as well. Here we go. So hopefully you can read it just before I do, and then we'll talk about what this has got on it. But once more, really importantly for in the studio, it has a balanced XLR output. So I think this is going to really help with the studio. So we've got a preamp, which is great, which is what I was saying I would use the bass one for, but it's got a preamp, a chorus, a delay, and reverb. So all the things that you'll need on an acoustic guitar, and plenty of diversity of controls. I will go into these in much, much more depth in a individual review for each of these, because I'm just really looking forward to them. I really enjoyed, and again, while they have sent them to me for free, and I believe I get to keep them, they are not paying me for a review. I very rarely charge pedal companies, because I'm not a big pedal reviewer. I don't often do charged pedal reviews, which is why I asked you guys if you were happy for me to do them, because I'm quite happy just to sort of put something together in a track if you prefer, but I might do that anyway. So yeah, I really like the fact that these have got all the effects that you really need, and I really did enjoy doing the Twiggy Blues particularly, and the rock stage was good. I must say the Black Hammer, was it Black Hammer? I think it was the Black Hammer, was really, really heavy. I mean, you've got to be a metal guitarist, or maybe like Johnny into punk, but that was really, really quite a heavy sonic sound on that, no pun intended, Sonic 8. But I really have been looking forward to getting these through. Amazingly, they only contacted me less than a week ago, and these came the day after. So they're obviously very serious about getting them to me, and I'm very, very happy to have been sent them, and really happy to do a review on them. So there we go. And again, really impressed that they've got the XLR out. So for bass and for acoustic guitar, I'm really hoping that this will have almost a ground lift effect. I don't think there's a ground lift button, but I'm hoping we'll get a nice balanced signal out of these and get really nice bass and acoustic guitar tones. Funny enough, it's a shame they didn't come a few weeks earlier, because I've literally just written 5 songs with a bunch of kids doing a workshop with me, and I could have used these on the bass and on the acoustic guitars, which were pretty much on every track, along with piano and drums. So yeah, looking forward to doing these, and I hope that you're looking forward to seeing them. Let's have a look and see what you have to say for yourselves, guys. I'm only going to go back a wee way so that I don't get too caught up. So Great Vanzini says, same here CGS, I know nothing of bass pedals, so some education would be good. Awesome. Well, this is really positive, guys. I'm really pleased that you approve of the idea. I'm really happy to do it. Trevor says, I heard a lot about the Katana, going to have to try one out and probably invest in one. Well, mate, I tell you what, I should be doing some more review or some more demo work. I don't do reviews. You know that. You do the reviews in the comment section. I just do the demos. But I'm really looking forward to doing more on the Katana for you, because I really just, every time I plug into it, it makes my jaw drop, because the tones are just usable straight out of the box, and the whole amp seems to be set up. It's really difficult to get a rubbish tone out of it. So yeah, definitely worth a look, mate. Excellent. Let me have a look. What am I missing? Janice says, how many inputs on that CGS? Well, there's only the one input on those multi-effects, but the bass does have a loop in it. And yeah, just an in and an out. Yeah, just an in and an out. There we go. There's an in at the top there, and along the other end an output, just a jack output. But the most important thing is that output, because if I can get a balanced output, Janice, then I'm hoping that that's going to sound really, really, really nice. Let me see. Budget guitar show, Johnny wants to get a pedal for punk. Yeah, absolutely, you would love it, mate. Tony Smith, Mike, is it harder now than ever to make money out of music? I was thinking particularly about making money from your own compositions and getting a record contract. That's a really good point, man. These days, because of the way the internet works, there's very, very little money in recording or publishing music. But where the money is now is in playing live or getting tracks and stuff like that onto albums, or not albums, sorry, onto films or onto TV shows and stuff like that. If you can do some composition for film work or composition for TV work, or you can sell your music to the online stores that deal with royalty music, royalty-free music for people that make films, that's usually quite a good way of publishing these days. I was offered a little while back, and may still do it, the opportunity to have a few videos sponsored by DistroKid, but given that I wasn't actually putting out albums or got my EP out at the time, and I still haven't, there was very little point in me trying to plug something that I wasn't using myself. I would never ever foist something or hoist something onto you guys that I wasn't using myself. So if I get to the stage where I record an EP or something like that and I put it out, I will try the DistroKid service before I recommend it to you. So yeah, but that's another way. You can distribute your music online and make a bit of money that way, Tony. But unfortunately, it's not the market it used to be. And the record companies, they're not giving massive advances out to performers anymore. And I guess in a way, these days, most of your recording can be done at home. Now, you're not going to get the same results as if you were going into a big professional studio, or you might, depending on your talent and your experience in studio mixing and the like. But if you can lay down a decent track with good headroom, leave it at -6 dB and send it off to a mastering house for a little bit of EQing and compression and mastering, you can get some pretty decent results just using home recording equipment. And in fact, I have got a video coming up, still got a video coming up. I did the very first in the series of home recording where I showed you around my R16, and I'm also going to do another one very soon with this very laptop that I'm using to do all the graphics and stuff tonight on OBS for you guys. But I'm going to do another one using just the Focusrite 2i2 USB powered interface, and you can create loads of great music at home really simply. So yeah, it's definitely worth a thought, mate. But I hope I answered that question comprehensively. Oh my goodness, straight after that, what have I missed? I've missed my brother Grumpy Mike. Bless you, my friend. He says, for the tone jar or that pint that you know is calling your name, you naughty boy. Love being able to support your channel and hope you never stop. No pressure, my friend. I really appreciate that, and I'm sorry it is only alcohol free, but I'm just looking out for my health. The answer to your question, brother, is all the time I have wonderful supporters like you and the lovely people that come on and join me to hang out on a Sunday evening and watch all my videos. I'm never stopping. My channel is doing terribly with the YouTube algorithm at the moment, but do you know what? All the time you guys are here, I couldn't care two hoots. I couldn't care less. I've seen so many of my buddies overtake me and leap into tens of thousands of subscribers beyond me. Look at Guitar Max. When I first met Guitar Max, he was way below. He's now up 100,000. Michael Palmisano. Who else? Leon Todd over in Australia. None of that matters to me. You guys are what matters to me, and that is really kind, brother. So I want to give you one of those. Cheers, my friend. And yeah, this Doom Bar is tasting pretty nice. So thank you so much, brother. And no, I'm going nowhere. Well, health permitting, I'm going nowhere. But thank you so much. Really appreciate that, my friend. Very kind. Always appreciated, never courted. Jake Lee says, I've had great luck with DistroKid, the best distributor I've used so far. Pleased to hear that. Budget Guitar Show says, true story. One band I was in got paid $3 grand to record a live album in New York. We recorded it in a Bristol studio, used a bootleg Duran Duran tape for crowd noise and drank the money. Oh my word. Oh my word. Well played, sir. Oh, thank you, Grumpy Mike. You are an absolute legend. You're so kind to me, and I really do appreciate it, brother. Really kind. Nothing for nothing, but he's only 4 subs away from 1,000. Come on, guys, get out there and sub to Grumpy Mike. Definitely. This man is a very kind, very supportive, very cool dude. Get out there and let's get him to 1,000 today. Please, for me, at least 4 of you, please go, if you're not already, go and check out Grumpy Mike's channel and give him a sub and give his videos some thumbs up, because he's a great dude. So please do it for me now. Grumpy Mike, let me know if you hit that 1,000 while we're streaming, because that would make my day. Tony Smith says, the big reduction in pubs in the UK has also affected opportunities for up-and-coming bands to play gigs, which is a great shame. You're absolutely right, and we've got to support those venues and pubs that do reopen and the bands that play in them. So let's go out there and do that, even if it's with an alcohol-free beer. Tall Thin Kev said, when things are normal, 6 to 7 pints of Doom Bar went jamming on a Sunday night. Love it. Yeah, absolutely. I've always done that. Ben Coombs says, I like this CGS guy. I love you, mate. I do. I have just the most incredible bunch of friends out here, and I love it. Really love it. Dave Lewis says, keep your recordings in the analog domain and choose who presses your vinyl. Well, there you go. And we are really going back there, aren't we, with vinyl? But yeah, absolutely. Why indeed not? I totally agree. You've got to look out for who does your mastering. There are some really good mastering houses and some really not so good ones. I actually do most of my mastering myself, but it is really tricky, and I can't say that I am an expert at mastering. I've done it for many years, but well, you know what my oh yes, look at this, guys. Oh, thank you so much, everybody. Thank you so much. Where is that comment? I've missed it. I've lost it. Oh, Sean Hockey says, I joined Grumpy Mike's Guitars from your show and love him. There you go. But there it is. Yes. Thanks so much, everybody. That is awesome news. Grumpy Mike has made 1,000 subs. I'm so delighted for you, brother. I really am. And that is an awesome milestone, because these days it takes so much to get up to that kind of numbers. So really loving it, and I enjoy your videos myself. So brilliant stuff. There we go, everybody. Oh, and Getaways and Guitars is number 1,000. There you go. Awesome. You rock. You absolutely rock, folks. Thanks so much for that. John ZD351 said, I thought I was subbed to him already. Just checked. Oh, well, I am now. Ben Coombs saying congrats to Grumpy Mike. Big congrats. Trevor needs one more subscriber for 20. Trevor, if I'm not subscribed, which I think I am, because I do sub to most of you. If I'm not, I'm going to make that 20 up tonight, my friend. That is such an awesome target and such an awesome achievement. Well done, Grumpy Mike. Mike, did you like any punk or new wave bands? Yeah, absolutely I did. I was into, now let me see, I like the Pistols, but I was always much more of a, now Johnny's gonna hate me. Johnny's gonna really hate me, but I was always more of a Buzzcocks fan. I think for me, they just had that little bit of, what would I call it? I suppose they were a little bit more catchy. It was the hook and the lick, and they had some, yeah, so, but yeah, always. Come on, Getaways and Guitars, come and make me my 100,000 subs. There you go. Now, there's another guy that I knew way before he hit those sort of numbers, and I'm really proud of you and pleased for you as well, brother. That is so awesome. There we go. Trevor's channel listed there. Let's do, oh, sorry, wrong one. Let's do this. Make it happen. Yep, somebody else pressing the sub button on Grumpy Mike. Love it. Great Vanzini loves the Grumpy Mike video. Awesome. Awesome, guys. Really good. Budget Guitar Show. Oh, there you go. Johnny's not upset with me. Only 30. Getaways and Guitars. You're a cheeky monkey. Only 33,000 to go. But that's brilliant, mate. 67,000. And I was subbed and knew you and chatting to you when you were down like, I don't know, 10,000 or something like that. So I'm really delighted for you, brother. Awesome. But Johnny's happy with me. Nothing wrong with the Buzzcocks, which is great. Excellent. And Budget Guitar Show's got 135 now. You're doing well, brother. Well on the way to that giveaway at 200 subs. John ZD, he's the 22nd on Trevor Locke's channel, and L&M Guitar Corners number 23. There you go, man. Awesome. Eddie and the Hot Rods. Now there's a name that I haven't heard of for a while. And yeah, they were great. Really, really good. Yeah, help each other out. Go and check out all my friends' channels, because all you guys are absolutely awesome. So really, we're at 7:25. I thought this was going to be a real quick one tonight, but to be absolutely fair, we have rattled what? We've rattled on. There's me saying we've rattled on. I've rattled on for nearly an hour again, and it's because I just enjoy hanging with you guys so much. And yeah, Buzzcock's gotta be beer. I love it, love it. Yeah, so there we are. There's my 3 little boxes, and I hope you liked, I really hope you liked my my big bad wolf tonight over here. Mr. Wolf with his 3 little boxes. I thought that was quite funny. So yeah, I am gonna have to call a halt, because I promised you all, and I've stuck to it pretty well. We have drifted over that hour a couple of times recently, and we really couldn't help it with the likes of Steve from Boston showing up and having a great hang on last Tuesday. So I just want to wish you all an absolutely fantastic week. Thanks so much for hanging out. I'm really delighted that you're happy for me to dig in and do some pedal reviews, which are out of my comfort zone, but I'm going to really look forward to doing for you. So yeah, really, really cool. Don't forget, go and sub to Grumpy Mike. There we go. And also, don't forget my buddy Ben Coombs will be streaming tonight as well, I'm sure, at 8. Quentin saying, love this youngster at CGS. Love you too, brother. Pedals look interesting. Thanks, CGS. Great show from Great Vanzini. Bless you, my friend. And Grumpy Mike saying, CGS, we love overtime. Yeah, it's never overtime. I could still do the old 3 and 4 hour sessions with you guys, because you really rock. But I think keeping them reasonable length means that most people, when they watch them back later as well, don't get bored or fed up with me just rattling on. So I'm not going to rattle on anymore. I'm going to just say have a great week. Hope to see you on Tuesday. Hope to catch you all on Friday and next Sunday. Hope you've been enjoying my Thursday little musical interludes, or my little bits about the Chibsons. And thanks so much for your kind support and the lovely feeling that I always get hanging with you guys. As always, you take good care.